So I just seen on Fox News that my favorite comedian, and still your favorite comedian, by the way, Joe Rogan, said he'd moderate the presidential debates. And I think that's a fantastic idea. I love Joe Rogan. He's like a CrossFit Alex Jones. He's like a jiu-jitsu QAnon. And every one of these videos I do is just training till I can get on his podcast. Hell, I don't even call them videos anymore. I just call them Joe Rogan practice, but I digest. I think having Joe moderate the debates would be great. Because whenever a candidate would reference a bum fight, he could be like, pull that up, Jamie. And, and he'd ask the hard-hitting questions, too, like, have you ever tried DMT? And, Sleepy Joe Biden would be like, what's DMT? Where am I? And Trump would be like, I'm on it right now, Joe. And, he'd ask, like, how much elk meat do you eat? And, old Sleepy Joe Biden don't eat no elk meat because Ensure don't make that flavor. And Trump would probably be eating some right then because, after all, what do you think Don Jr. kills on them big game hunts? Just looking like Bruce Wayne on nose drugs posing next to an endangered species. And at like hour 3 or 4, Joe could bring in some guest moderators, and Elon Musk could be like, how do you pronounce my baby's name? Or Chuck Liddell could come out and put Joe Biden in a cross-faced chicken wing and be like, how do you like it when I smell your hair, old man? And when all is said and done, when the dust is settled, they'd wheel Sleepy Joe Biden out on a stretcher, and Trump would get his picture taken in front of that American flag on the wall holding a katana next to a stuffed werewolf that Don Jr. shot. And the whole thing could be sponsored by Alpha Brain and Cash App. So I'm going to raise my emotional support beer to that. Let's make it happen. Now get off my property.